All right, great. So I always like to start and have everybody think about the last time you moved. We've all done it at least once or twice in our lives, sometimes maybe more. And it is a very stressful time. Not only are you either purchasing or selling a home, but there's all of these little tasks that you have to do. Maybe you're looking to reserve a moving company. Maybe you're a do-it-yourselfer and just need to purchase packing supplies, hooking up or transferring TV and internet and utilities, remembering to forward your mail, updating all of those different accounts that you have. There's a lot of things that you need to do to move. So that's where Updater comes in. For your clients, our goal is to help them save hours and headaches and hassles by providing them what we call a digital concierge moving tool. This is going to help them prepare for that move-in by accomplishing all of these tasks in one area without them having to find all of these resources on their own, or sometimes coming to you as the agent with a million questions. Through this experience as well, our goal is to really help you as the agent shine, really increase that likelihood of positive referrals, meaning you are now that go-to for all moving related items, anything related to houses. So the next time that they're in the market to buy or sell, they're going to think of you as the agent. Not only are you going to be able to gain a competitive edge by offering this digital concierge service, but there's the option to really customize this experience per client or per your unique business workflow. And I'll go over that in a little bit more detail, but the idea is here to, make you two work together and save a lot of time and ideally some money for your clients along the way. So how does Updater work? So we will pull basic client information from Dotloop. I've worked in the behind the scenes with your team at Remax Rise. So we're integrated with Dotloop. We'll pull basic information such as first name, last name, email address, and an estimated close date. I do like to pause here and just remind you of our privacy policy, as we do not share or sell any of your clients' data. We strictly pull this information in to be able to generate an invitation on your behalf. But the great thing about the Updater platform is it's completely interactable by your client, meaning they can choose to sign up for Updater, and they only can interact with the pieces and components of the platform that they find beneficial to them. But kind of going back to the integration is through Dotloop, we'll be able to send invitations on your behalf to your clients based on an optimal move time. So what is that optimal move time? We find usually 30 days prior to that estimated close date is when clients are really starting to think, oh, my closing is coming up. I need to start tackling all of these moving tasks. And then, as I mentioned, every client has an experience that's customized to their unique move. This just kind of gives you an idea of the information that we require, as well as a review of that timing. So again, through that integration, pulling this information, we try and trigger an invitation based on a pending or under contract status. This one, just make sure, I know the market is kind of a crazy, sometimes deals fall through. So this is also just a really nice fail safe that at this point, your client is going to start moving forward and we can kind of get them set up to start tackling those moving tasks. And then, usually about 30 days prior to that estimated close date. That being said, you do have full control of pushing out this send date, making adjustments. I know sometimes people buy a house and then maybe they might not be moving into it for a couple of months due to renovations or painting and things like that. That gives you a huge opportunity as an agent to customize that based on your client's experience, which I'll go over when I show you what it looks like for the agent perspective. One thing to note as well is we want to be fully transparent on when we are contacting your database. So 2 days prior to any invitation going out to your clients, we're going to let you know, hey, so-and-so is moving. They're going to receive an invitation from Updater. One, this just gives you an idea of what's going out. It also gives you an opportunity to log into your account and make changes if necessary. Again, pushing out that move date, even canceling an invitation for a variety of different reasons. But again, this puts the control in your hand as the agent. Any questions so far before I move into what it looks like for your clients?
No questions.
All right. Um, so this is going to be on a client invitation. We have the option to fully brand it to you as the agent. So we'll have your logo, your headshot added. We also have an option to add in any social media links that you have. I think this is just a really great opportunity to drive traffic to your related websites. We all know social is really important, as well as the branding aspect. So your client will receive this invitation branded to you with a link to be able to create their own Updater account. So I'm going to go ahead and shift gears into what it looks like for the client. So I've received an invite from my agent. I've go ahead and signed up for the Updater experience, and I'm ready to start tackling my moving tasks. So we've set this up to have a Today tab, which is going to be working more as a checklist item. And then we've designated what we call the essentials. So these are going to be really the 3 or 4 main components that you need for moving. Connecting utilities, forwarding your mail, setting up TV and internet. And then we do have an option of adding in home insurance if that's something that you provide. So the utility step right here, I think is really great. It's going to serve more as a directory. I don't know if you've moved across country and it's really hard to know who your water company is or electric is. This is where it takes out the guesswork for your client. So based on their move to address right here, we're going to serve up all of the providers that service that particular address. So as I log in, this is going to be my new electric company. This is going to be my gas company, and this is going to be my water company. This is great. So I have phone numbers to call. I can be taken to a website, and then I can mark this all off on my to-do list once I've made these phone calls. The great thing also about Updater is we do update our database frequently. We really take consumer feedback seriously. We're always making sure that we have the most up-to-date relevant providers as maybe boundaries change, as new ones are coming on board. So this is updated very frequently to be as relative to the geographic locations as possible. If I click back to the logo, I can also go through a step to forward my mail. So I don't know if you've ever tried to navigate the USPS website. Sometimes it can be a little daunting. What we've done here is pulled in the forger or your change of address form into a digital format in one location. I really love the Updater platform as well. As you can see, I haven't had to open new tabs. I haven't had to look at different websites. We're really trying to aggregate all of this information in one spot for your clients so they don't have to fumble around and try and figure out where and who to search for. Again, through the integration as well, is we'll be able to pre-populate some of this information from Dotloop. So this is going to be their current mailing address if available. Clicking through the steps, it'll also populate with my new address. So this is where I'm moving to. And then as a consumer, I can just kind of go through the steps here and complete my change of address form. We have the ability to do an individual move, family, so if they do have a household. And then I know more common nowadays is a lot of people do work out of their homes. So there is the option to also do a business mail forwarding. It's just as simple as following the rest of the steps. They can even decide if this is a temporary move, a permanent move, as well as when they want their mail forwarding to start. Once your client has completed these steps, one, it'll be marked off as a completed task within their Updater experience. And then they'll also get a confirmation email from our system letting them know that they're ready and set to go. And then we'll take care of the rest in terms of getting this information off to the post office to set up their mail forwarding. Just going to pause real quick in case there's any questions. So next up is going to be our TV and internet step. So this is going to be a workflow that will serve up offers relative to your client's needs based on their new home purchase or transferring services. We do have an option right here to transfer service in case they really love what they have, they can transfer it over. But choosing an option to do new service will actually let them see what is currently available through all the different providers in that area. I really like this because it is going to be more of a marketplace and let your client shop around based on their unique budget and their needs without having to deal with calling all of these different TV companies and talking to sales representatives. So our system is just going to ask a couple of questions to make sure that we know exactly what needs they need in terms of internet speed. Maybe they want to look at TV packages. So I'm just going to answer these questions pretty quickly. Again, these are just so we know exactly what to serve up. So we're going to do email browsing. I'm a big streamer. I would definitely love to look at some TV plans. It's even going to ask local channels, movies. And then what this is going to do is show me in my area. Sorry, loading a little slow. In my area, these are who services my address. I've got CenturyLink and DirecTV. I can even filter out, maybe I just want TV, maybe I just want phone. But the nice thing is I can actually do a price comparison directly on the website. So I can get internet, or I can get TV or unlimited phone. I've got a DirecTV option. And then it will even show you the details of these particular offers. We have integrations with all of these TV and internet providers across the country. So these numbers are going to be in real time. So if they were to call DirecTV separately, this would be the same price package that they would be offered. But the nice thing again is they're not having to be rerouted to a variety of different sales representatives and feel the pressure of having to sign up for things. I live in an area where we have Xfinity, and it can be really difficult sometimes to contact them, be on hold, and then run through all of the different options. I really enjoy this self-service model. And then as a consumer, if I've made a selection, I have a couple of different options depending on the TV and internet provider. Some of them allow your consumer to have a whole digital experience where they can basically reserve install their TV and internet package and even pay for it directly on our website. Other times, if the provider's integration isn't up to speed, we offer a dedicated concierge team as well that will facilitate the order over the phone securely, and then also be able to answer any additional technical questions that they have. Our call center one doesn't have very high wait times. We're usually averaging anywhere between 0 to 5 minutes. And then all of our representatives are well versed in all of the different packages and providers. So your client can also have an opportunity to talk to a real person and do some comparison over the phone. Any questions about this particular step?
No, we're all set.
All right. And then last but not least is going to be moving options here. So we partner with a company called Dolly. They are essentially the Uber of moving. They are great for whole moves, so you can hire an entire group of movers and trucks. This is also great for small moves. I like to highlight this portion because this is available to your clients post-move. Dolly works great too for just moving the items of furniture. The great example is maybe you have a couple that moved into a new home. Later on, they've moved everything in, but they've decided to purchase a whole new dining room set. They can go in here and book movers just to move that furniture set from wherever they purchased it into their new home. And then additional moving needs, or maybe they need to move things out of storage at one point. And this is going to work similar to the TV and internet stuff, where it's going to ask some leading questions and then give them real-time prices in one sweep. And then we also do have the option down below of getting boxes and supplies as well. And then last but not least is our offers page. I always like to say no move is complete without Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. So this is just a really great resource for your client to come in here, take advantage of national offers as well as local offers that we have. These are fully available pre and post move. Again, so being able to drive traffic in here and have your clients utilize the Updater platform as many times as they would like. We do also have a dedicated support team for your clients. So we have an entire help section here, which is going to have tutorials, FAQs, as well as a link to contact our email support team. So this is for general updater questions, technical support. But this way, it's just a really great resource if they're on the platform and have some questions. We really want to make sure that you know that you're supported as well, so your clients have somebody to reach out to in the event they have any questions. So let's shift gears and kind of show it what it will look like for you as the agent. So after this call, what I'll do is send everybody a unique invitation to claim your updater account. This is going to be for you as the professional to give you some insights on exactly how your clients are utilizing the updater platform. So once you receive that link, you can set up a username and password, and then you'll be actually taken to your unique dashboard. When you log in, there won't be data here. However, as the system is working and the integration is going, you're going to actually start seeing insights of invite performance. So first glance, you can see how many invitations have been sent out in total to your database, how many of them have been opened, and then you'll also actually be able to see how many of your clients have signed up for Updater. If you like more detailed information, you can scroll down and actually see per client their interactions with the Updater platform, who's opened it, who's actually created an account. And then for anything that hasn't been sent or opened, you can make changes such as resending an invitation, or there's that option to cancel or edit based on each transaction uniquenesses. We also do have an option as well to send an invitation manually. This is a great option for anybody that maybe wants to offer this to friends and family. Maybe you have some partners that you're working with, or if you would like to turn off the automation completely and have a little bit more control, we can walk you through that. And then you do have the option to sell some invitations out based on transactions that you would like to include. The professional dashboard as well is going to be where you're going to be able to set up your branding. So for most of you, I've actually gone ahead and added headshots into your account. So they should be the most recent one. However, if you want to make changes when you log in, please feel free to. You can also remove a headshot if you don't want it added. But I really think it's a nice touch to add that personalization to your invites, so your clients know that you as the agent are offering this value add to them. But you can also make changes to name. We have a character field for titles, or maybe you work as a team and want to put your team members here. And then last but not least are going to be those social media links. So we've got Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. As I mentioned, these will show up on your client invitations, and then any branding that you add to this section as well will show up on their Updater platform. So again, anytime they're logging in, they're going to see your company logo, your headshot if you've added one, and really tie it all back into you as the agent providing them this Updater service. We also have the option right here is to change the invite message. So by default, we just put in some messaging here to let your clients know what Updater is. Feel free to use the default if you're not feeling super creative. I'm definitely not a copywriter, so I love having some information in here. But this is a great opportunity for you to customize this experience again for your clients. So you can delete this out, add something completely brand new, or tweak it however you see fit for kind of how you talk and how your branding is for your clients. Any questions so far?
We're good.
All right. Okay, so right here is just some general housekeeping. So there is a My Account option, which allows you to make changes to your email address, add in phone numbers. This is just kind of where you would go as well to make changes to your password. Invite settings right here is actually going to allow you to make changes to the automation and or those reminders that we send out. So by default, we have everybody turned on an auto set it and forget it functionality, meaning once we get that information from Dotloop, we'll queue up those invitations and send you a reminder 2 days prior. For those of you that maybe want to turn off the automation, you can do that here by just toggling this off. You can also turn off the 2-day reminder if you're feeling, I love it, I just want everything to go, let's not have things hit my inbox. You can remove that as well. And then lastly, we also have a dedicated resource center for you as the agent. Again, tutorials, how-to videos. There's also a handful of marketing collateral in this section as well. One pagers to help explain what Updater is. I think it's a great resource for anything, maybe adding to your listing presentation. So when you're talking to clients, they know exactly what they're going to get when they sign up with you as their agent. And then we also do have a dedicated support team for you for any technical questions, any questions that maybe have been escalated from clients to you, and just some general training and support. I'm going to shift back to my slide deck right here. And I just want to highlight very quickly, not only do your clients have access to a web version, we've recently launched a mobile app version for iOS and Android. So on all the invitations that your clients receive, there is a link to download the mobile app. I think this is just great. I know as the world is changing, we're all on the go. So this mobile device or the mobile app is available for all of your clients to do the same things they do on the web, just on their phone. So just a really nice thing. Again, you have the ability to offer Updater in a mobile app version as well. So I know that was a lot of information very quickly. We've got about a couple minutes left. So I just want to see if anybody has any general questions about Updater, how to log in, or next steps.
How do we log in?
Great question. So right now, after this call, I will go through and send everybody that invitation. Keep a lookout for it. It will come from help@updater.com. All you do is click the link to activate your professional account, and then you'll set up a password and be ready to go.
We sent everyone an email,
Pardon me?
just the email.
She's gonna
Yeah,
send
just an email. Yeah. It should be delivered in the next hour or so.
Do the clients need to create an account to use it?
They do, yeah. Through the invitation they receive on from you, they'll be able to create their own username and login, and then start using the Updater platform.
And that's all they really need is just username, login.
Yeah, they shouldn't need to provide any other additional information.
And what's the cost of this?
There is no cost to you as the agent or your client, unless they, obviously purchase TV and internet or moving.
Got it. So there's no cost to the agent to use it as a tool to help the clients and the clients. It's just a way to expedite the process of getting all their utilities in order.
Exactly, yeah. Bringing everything into one streamlined version. And then again, it's just a really great value add for you as the agent, offering a really nice tool for them to use for their move.
You pick and choose, like if you don't want your entire Dotloop database, because I saw you could suppress the automation when you.
So there's a couple ways to do it. One, you can definitely turn off the automation and do more of a manual upload. So that way for, transactions that are going to be closing, you could send an invite manually. Or you can always just kind of log in and see anything that's queued up and then just cancel invitations as you see fit.
And obviously, if you're gonna hook it to like a Dotloop, it's not gonna go back and contact people that sold their house or bought a house 6 months ago. It's just gonna be new loops moving forward.
Correct. Yeah, it'll be anything new going forward. And then we will, we also do receive information on a daily basis from Dotloop. So in the event and closing date gets pushed out, we'll update our records accordingly, and then stagger out that invite based on the new estimated close date.
Cool. Anybody else have any questions? Crickets. I think we're good.
All right, we'll just keep a lookout for that email. And then I will follow up with Rachel with a copy of this recording as well as just some email to contact our support if you have any additional questions.
Sounds good.
All right, well, thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Bye.